Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, November 9th, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Hey guys, I got a favor for you. I'm heading to a wedding over the holidays and I need to buy a new suit. So, to the guys that are listening out here, send me a DM about where you go to get your suits. I ran up to Men's Warehouse and to Joseph A. Banks yesterday, and they're owned by actually the same company, and both places had less than zero interest in selling me a suit. It was really very disappointing, to be honest with you. So, where do you go? All right. Enough about that. Let's get into today's news, shall we? Actually, a pretty quiet news day again this week, so I guess that's a good thing. But check this out from the Baltimore Business Journal. Ollie von Paris started Route 1 Apparel in her dorm room at University of Maryland, sort of like Doug Plank in Under Armour, but not quite as big yet. But she grew that to one of the fastest growing companies in the area with $7 million in revenue last year. Well, when COVID hit, she made Maryland masks. I bought half a dozen of them. If she can put a Maryland flag or a can of Old Bay on it, she will. And now she's expanding, thanks to Comptroller Francho and the relaxing of the liquor laws in Maryland. Route 1 craft beer and spirits delivered to you. Actually, it's not called Route 1. It's a sister brand, and they're calling it the Thirsty Turtle, which is actually the name of a College Park bar that she used to work at while she was in school, and ultimately was fired when they were forced to close. Sort of a fun full circle thing going on there, but they hope to have dozens of local craft beers and spirits, all to be delivered to you at your over 21 doorstep. Pretty cool. I say go Allie. I sold a retail business back in 2005, and one thing I don't miss is making sure that I have all the tools for all of the employees to do their jobs. It's never ending. And actually, we did an article on the business communication front, and I was talking with Jeff Nolte, who owns CTS, which used to be Chesapeake Telephone Systems, about the complexities of simple communications. And it's not simple, and it's not just Zoom anymore. And there is a lot more depending on your industry. You can read it on our website, eyeonannapolis.net, or you can visit their website and get a more in-depth dive into it at ctsmd.us. Again, ctsmd.us. And yeah, it's one of those funky URLs. Amazon.com is not a funky URL. You, of course, know that big online giant. Well, they are opening up a brick and mortar store in the Columbia Mall, not right here in Anne Arundel County, but just over the border. They are branding it Amazon 4-Star because it will be stocked with only 4-star and above reviewed merchandise that is determined to be popular in this area. Pretty cool. It seems like the retail giant might be coming full circle, and Amazon might be realizing that people actually like to touch and feel stuff before they buy it. Speaking of retail, the Annapolis Town Center just released their holiday events calendar, and it all gets underway on the 19th of this month. This year, they're going to have a horse-drawn carriage rides, complete with champagne for the adults. Santa arrives in his cottage on the 20th, cookies and milk with Mrs. Claus on the 21st, and pet night at Santa's cottage on the 30th. Walk-ins will be accommodated as best they can, but my suggestion, based on past experience, is to make a reservation in advance. You can do that online at AnnapolisTownCenter.com. And when you do that, you don't have to deal with lines and waiting around and everything else. Again, AnnapolisTownCenter.com. And as a reminder, it is a weird week for many because Thursday is a holiday, so you'll work a little bit, take a day off, and then work a little bit more. Veterans Day is Thursday. The city of Annapolis and Anne Arundel County, along with the state, will be closed, as will banks and post office. At 11 a.m. in Annapolis, there will be a short parade around Memorial Circle, which is right there downtown, and a solemn ceremony at City Dock to honor our veterans. And a little bit later, starting at noon, I will be over at Heroes Pub in West Annapolis with the fine folks from the Military Bowl and Budweiser to kick off the Who's Your Hero program. You want to stop by, hop on a mic if you feel comfortable, or maybe just write it down on an index card. We're going to have them there. And tell us who a hero is in your life. You and your hero might score a sweet pack to the Military Bowl. Remember, Thursday the 11th at noon at Heroes. And as we begin to wrap it up for today, let's do a Ticket Tuesday, courtesy of our friends at the Ram's Head on Stage. We have some time to plan this one, but I do have tickets to see Luna on the 19th. That's a Friday night, and they are yours for the asking. So just ask for them, and I will pick a winner randomly. And if you want to check out their site at ramsheadonstage.com and see all the great shows coming up, I do highly recommend that. I already have my tickets to see Puddle's Pity Party in December, much to my girlfriend's chagrin. And I just saw that Billy Price Band is coming back in December as well. I'm going to have to snag a pair for that as well. If you like Blue-Eyed Soul, this band is for you. They've been a favorite of mine since about 1988 when they were called the Billy Price and the Keystone Rhythm Band out of Pittsburgh. Again, thanks so much to Ram's Head on Stage for always being so generous. And remember, if you do win, you ain't paying for the tickets, so drop a decent tip on your servers because they are hustling for you. Okay, that's it for the news, but first a quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company, and the Hospice of the Chesapeake. All right, now hang tight. George Young is here from DCMD VA Weather with your locally forecast weather report. All of that gets underway in just about a minute.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMD VA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMD VA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMD VA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, November 9th. Yesterday brought awesome weather to the Annapolis region with sun and 60s, and the next few days will do the same before a cold front moves through late week. Look for more sunshine today through Thursday with highs each day in the 63 to 70 degree range before a cold front starts to impact the region Friday with some rain, likely in the AM hours lasting into the PM, with temps still in the 60s before then clearing skies and 60 degrees for highs or so on Saturday, ahead of sunshine and low to mid-50s for highs on Sunday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMD VA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And of course, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and download our app on all of your devices by searching DCMD VA Weather from the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company.
One of the most common questions we get, how do I maximize the value of my home before I sell it? It's a great question. We look at improvements like investments. What is the rate of return? For example, if we invest $5,000 in painting kitchen cabinets and installing granite, how much more will our home sell for? The answer? About $25,000 more. That's a 500% return on investment. Because of returns like this, we have started a program called Investing in You. We know cash is often tight when you're making a move, and we are here to help. We will front you up to $15,000 to invest in refreshing your home before you list it, with the agreement to be paid back once your home settles. Call us today at 410-599-1370 so we can help you maximize your home's value.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. With all the talk of energy resilience in the news recently, I'm surprised there's not more talk about solar plus batteries, especially since 1/3 of all of our new residential solar projects include a battery backup system that provides instant energy security and peace of mind. And with incentives in place for battery backup, this investment is now more affordable than ever. With financing rates as low as 0.99% and plans offering 18 months same as cash, it's now easier than ever to go solar with no money down. Financing creates an easy bill swap scenario where you replace your electric bill with a loan payment, allowing you to build equity in your own personal energy supply. Don't wait for your next power outage to act. Contact us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net to learn more about solar with battery backup. Don't wait another minute. Sunshine's wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.